Hey guys, Ben from KCT here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about guns and specifically the stands that they go on sometimes. Now, just real quick before we get started, we are going to be checking out the Cain Arms PMAG rifle stand, and we'll be seeing that in just a second. I want to go ahead and have a big shout out to Adaball Optics, who has decided to come and partner with us and give 20% off to all of our followers. So there will be a code down in the pinned comment, because we're not going to do any of that stuff with YouTube because the world we live in these days. And it'll take you to our channel where you can get the 20% off code for your whole order. There's also a code for V711 systems, Mission First Tactical, stuff like that. So 10% off those guys as well. So definitely go check that out if you like saving money, you like buying gun stuff. It does help the channel a little bit. We do get a little bit of a kickback from that. And we can hopefully buy more expensive microphones or something cool. So guys, the Cain Arms stand is pretty cool. I know this gun I'm holding is not going to go in it right now. So it is a 3D printed piece, and it's nice and lightweight, very, very sturdy. I have dropped it, and I've dropped it with a gun on it several times. Not really had any issues with it. And so if you have a cool gun, you probably want to show it off. Now, obviously, if you have a gun, say if you have kids, things like that, like I have a son, so I can't really leave these guns out. But they're pretty cool. They would definitely go good in a gun store or a private collection. So I'm going to quit talking and we'll go see what it actually is. Check it out. Okay guys, we are back on the table here, and you can see the production values have definitely increased. Money hasn't changed this, guys. We've started off, we're very close to where we started off from. My problem is that's not very far, success-wise. Anyways, guys, don't even worry about this towel. It's just there to accentuate this delicious looking base, and we'll do a close-up on this here in just a second, but I think it's a little bit more important for you guys to see how it actually works. So they have got several bases that they sell, and the one that interested me was the PMAG one because it fits Magpul PMAGs, go figure. And I've got Magpul PMAGs, and what it does is there's a lip in there on the inside of this thing, and we'll take a look at it here in just a minute. And that catches the bottom lip of the PMAG, and you can slide that magazine in and out to put this gun at varying positions and angles and things like that. So obviously GI Mag wouldn't really work for that because they're straight at the bottom. They don't have a little flare out. But the other ones that they make for different magazines, of course, utilize the same principle. But again, like I said, I like the PMAGs, so that's what we went with. So take a look at this here. As you can kind of see, it's not a whole lot of contrast here with the black shirt in this thing. It's skeletonized here, so it's nice and lightweight. It is the 3D printed part. Does have the Cain Arms logo here, and again, we'll take a look at all the good stuff here. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, because this is kind of a heavy gun. Doesn't have a 16-inch H bar on it, because back in 2011, 10, something like that, I thought those were cool. So I'm stuck with one on a gun because it was paid for it. So don't understand this one, I don't. But as you can see, it holds this up really well. There's no, like, you can rock it back and forth and it's not tipping over. You can pivot it. It's totally fine. So I like the fact that the way that they've balanced this thing is pretty good. And I'll show you on a short gun here in just a second so you guys can see that works for all those too. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you kind of how this works, and then like I said, we'll do a close-up. We'll go ahead and remove that. You can see here, just your regular PMAG, and it's Gen 2 and Gen 3 compatible. I don't even know like what an M1 Gen 1 would look like nowadays compared to what we have, so yeah, good on them. And so you can actually put this at different angles. So if you have a 20-round magazine, a 40-round magazine, things like that, how they are going to have a different curve to it than what a standard 30 would have. So that also takes into account of that. So realistically, normally it's sitting like this. You could do something like that if you had a very back heavy gun, or if you had like a 20 rounder in there, and you wanted to kind of have it, pointing down a little bit more. It's a little bit more silly, so I don't think they kind of designed it necessarily for that. And then the other way is, this is kind of that, but the other way. So again, if you have like a 20 rounder or something like that, it may give your gun a different sort of tilt, but really you're gonna be doing that right there, and that goes ahead and gives you, instead of the arc that we had earlier, And I mean, this gun is heavy. I mean, this is not, I mean, it's got a very, very thick barrel, obviously a full rail system, big mag pull stock, all that stuff. This light's not light, and it's, I mean, you can rock it, and it'll rock, but it's no problem falling over. So, this is a very, very well thought out design. I think it's very, very well machined, well put together. I mean, obviously with it being 3D printed, there are those little chatter marks and stuff that you're going to get with a lot of them. But realistically, it's a gun stand. If people are looking at your gun stand and not your gun, you probably have a problem. So let's go ahead and take a look at the shorties here. Johnny. And so this is 6.5 inch V7 weapon systems, 300 blackout, under a 7-inch Strike Industries rail. We're doing a review on this grip too. I don't know what it is. It's Fab Defense. So let's go ahead and park this Anderson Poverty Pony right on this magazine here. There you go. And you can see, I mean, this is even more stable. Angle down. I guess it could tilt backwards if you let it kind of rock out far enough. But even with the stock brace extended, that's good. So that's good. I'm going to pop it back the other way here. So you have more of a horizontal display. And by that, I mean not that at all. I just have no understanding right now of why I'm not. There we go. And this, I see it because it's a little bit back heavy because there's no front of the gun where this was, completely out there. So sorry, it's been late. I've been doing laundry for like 3 hours. My brain is fried. So this is maybe a little bit more kind of against the grain as far as what you want to do with the stand with it being horizontal. Obviously, you can kind of display that at a tilt. And again, this is a very, very short barrel. Even most AR pistols, you're not going to go like a 6.5 inch. My other one is like a 10.5, and that fits just fine on here. So we put a 20 inch on there, no problems. Again, it kind of comes back to the fact that there's nothing really to this gun. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the balance goes. So with all these, they range from $20 to $23, and they've got some pretty cool stuff. They have these in FDE, they have them in ODG. You can obviously have black, there's coyote, there's blue, orange, red. I mean, any kind of, color that you want, they can pretty much do. They do caution that their colors are proprietary and may not be the same color as everyone else's FDE or whatever. But that's why we have 50 shades of FDE, because nobody can get it exactly right, because it's a chemical process and it's not duplicatable across all different materials and finishes. So, just real quick, I want to show you that is how the stand comes. Again, it is one piece. People were asking, does it 2 parts that stick together? No, it's just one. And those are the little rails, okay, that you can go ahead and let the PMAG ride in there. And it's just held in there basically by not even friction. Let's see if you see the rail there. Yep, see that? There's a little bit of space for the PMAG to move, and the weight of the gun tilts the PMAG up against the inside lip and keeps it steady there. And of course, a little Cain logo. So, guys, if you are looking for an economical way to display your guns, if you're a 3-gun shooter, competition shooter, and you want to be that guy, showing, or girl, showing out their tricked out guns and stuff, this may be a good option for you. I definitely like it. When we have people over to do stuff for the shows, it's awesome to be able to throw a gun on there, especially when people are discussing it. So if you're a reviewer and you're talking about a firearm, instead of like waving it around like some madman or putting it on what is clearly dressers, like an idiot, you can actually stick it into something high class like this 3D printed piece of plastic and look good doing it. So guys, I would definitely check them out, cainarms.com. Like I said, $20 to $23 will get you started out with this. They do have a 1-year warranty on these things. I mean, I've dropped this. I mean, like it is solid. Like, and I'm not Superman, you know, I got my arm sleeve. But seriously, I mean, you would have a hard time breaking one of these because I've dropped these guns on it on a concrete floor. So yeah, anyways guys, I know it's sort of an niche product, but yeah, if you're a gear reviewer, if you like doing stuff with guns, if you like having, you know, guns out where people can see them, Cully and Noir should probably get like 8 million of these things, so you can just guns all over the place. And Chris from Small Arms Solutions, he should just have all of his guns on these, since he can't touch them sometimes. They would just be right there for him. So guys, I'm starting to ramble. It's getting late. I wish I had something else for you, but there's always what. I got nothing else for you except for see ya.